What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here, back with another live Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today against subscribers. Let's follow on Twitter. Before we get started, if you can, please show some shady love to that like button. It's right below this video. It's completely free. You just mouse over, click it, and everyone gets to see that you like this video. So we are here versus Gideon. His Twitter link will be in the description below, of course. And I want to thank you so much for being a supporter of the ShadyPenguinn and being a shady person. It really means a lot. So I'm going to battle him, and we're going to see how it goes. We're having a UU match today, our final UU match. For a little while, because next week we're moving over to RU. Exciting. And here's the team I'm bringing. It's been our team for the past, I think we only had one battle with this team. So we're only gonna have 2 battles. We had our first battle against Nips, and now we have this battle right here. You guys can place your bets in the comment section below. You let me know who you think is gonna be the MVP of today's match. We got Hogs, Assassin, Real Bulk, Toasted Dark Relic, and Macarena. So we have a couple sweepers on here, being Ampros, who's a late game sweeper, and Macarena, who's just constantly has a broom in his hands. Always has a broom in his hands. And we have our defensive core of Golbat and Dark Relic, along with Assassin just for funsies. And then we got Toasted. So we get Toasted. You know, we're gonna get some toast. We're gonna go ahead and hopefully have a nice competitive battle. Where's my phone? How can I take a picture of my opponent's team without my phone? Well, you know what? We're gonna go New Age, and I'm gonna screenshot. Wow. I'm gonna screenshot. Are you kidding me? I don't even know where it's saved. Well, that's not good. Light shot. It's not in there. Hey, how do you work this newfangled computer? What if I just upload it and open it in a browser? That's easier than saving it to your computer, isn't it? It doesn't sound easier, but it is easier. All right, let's go ahead. And bam, we got this team here. So go over it. Galvantula, Slurpuff, Configuragus, Houndoom, Jirachi, and Flygon. A very good team. Common weaknesses I see 2 Pokemon weak to Dark, but he's got 2 resistances, actually 3 resistances. He's got 1 ice weakness, and yeah. It looks like our Macarena is gonna have to take the cake. No. Well, I feel like that Galvantula is gonna open up, so I'm gonna, whenever I see a Galvantula, which they're very common in UU, obviously, I like to open up Toasted. Plus, Toasted is Choice Scarf, so it's not a big deal. It's like, it's a good thing to open up with Toasted. It's great, actually. I couldn't be happier opening with Toasted. Toasted is just the best thing to open up with, you know? It's just really good because I can get out of there as fast as I need to with a Volt Switch, or I can just straight up go for the Overheat and bop a Galvantula. Opens up with the Galvantula. So now, this has been the running theme of my battles, with these Galvantulas being all eventually galling, and I just don't know if I should mayhaps go for the Overheat right away. Should he go for the Overheat right away? I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, he's got that Houndoom, but I don't think he'd bring it in like that. It's way too early to do that. If I Volt Switch, who would I go out into? That's the question. If I Volt Switch, who do I go out into? I'd probably go out into my Real Bulk to get rid of those. No. I'd probably go into Hugs. That sounds kind of nice, actually. Huh. No, we're gonna go straight up for the Overheat. We're gonna bring this thing down to Sash, because before we try to get rid of the sticky webs, let's kill the sticky web producer. We don't want to get stuck in a sticky situation. Punny. So hold on with this Focus Sash. We're gonna have a special attack drop, of course, and there's the sticky web. Now the question is my opponent going to bother switching out this thing? Considering I have Macarena, I think he might. And he's not going to go for the Volt Switch because he saw that I outsped. So I'm going to hard switch out into Real Bulk, predicting the Houndoom to come in. Because I can take a Houndoom on any day of the week. Toasted, come back here. Get over here. I'm Choice Scarf locked into the Overheat. He does hard switch out the Galvantula as predicted, and goes out into the Houndoom as predicted. So this thing can actually be very threatening. The first thing I want to do, though, I do want to Toxic him. I know I can take 2 hits. You know, let's go for the Toxic. I was gonna say I want to get rid. Ooh, who are you going out into? The Jirachi goes out into the Jirachi. I should have went for the Defog. Now I'm in a bad spot where either I switch out again, You know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna defog. I think that the Hydreigon is really obvious, so he won't go for. Yes, goes for the Stealth Rocks as I go for the defog. That is awesome. That is awesome. So we're gonna get rid of those rocks and the web right away. No hazards on my side of the field. Now we know that this is a supportive Jirachi. It's really weird not having my camera, like my phone, have the picture and having this computer have the picture. It's really strange to me. All right, so I could Super Fang you, but knowing that you're supportive, you probably wish all the time. You probably wish for things all the time. So I kind of want to just go ahead and Toasted to force a switch. I'm going to go ahead and Toasted to force a switch because there's a chance he'll set up the rocks again. He might also go for the Zen Headbutt, but seeing the supportive side of this Jirachi with the Stealth Rocks, I'm not sure what else he has. There's the Zen Headbutt. We could have went on to Hydreigon. Unfortunately, we're going to take a base 100. Now, will he stay in? I'm going to go for the Volt Switch because I think the Overheat, I've only done Overheat so far. Yes, I go for the Volt Switch. Oh, he has the Flygon. Houndoom! Yes, that's what I thought he would do, but then I just saw the Flygon because I've only used Overheat. That's what I was about to say before I cut myself off. Rude Shady! Hashtag Rude Shady in the comment section below. But when you only see one move, a player tends to just focus on that move and think that that's the move you're going to go for. But that is not the case. So, with this situation arising, I could go into Hydreigon, and I could just U-turn. I have no reason not to U-turn. Or I go into Macarena, but I don't pack the Crunch. Otherwise I would, because as long as that Configurious is around, I really don't want to set up until that thing has some damage on it. So let's go into Hydreigon here. And we can just straight up go for the U-turn. There's no reason not to. I could go for the D-Pulse, but he does have that Slurp Buff, so let's go ahead and go for the U-turn. I think the Slurp Buff might actually come in. See, I'm trying to keep my opponent in check as far as going from I'm forcing him to switch all the time. That's what my team does best, is force switches and keep those hazards off the field with Real Bulk. So he is going to withdraw the Houndoom. I kind of predict the Slurp Up, but that'd be kind of risky. Goes down into, he's going to sack off the Galvantula for a safe switch, and that is a great play. Anytime you guys have a Pokemon with only 1 HP left and you're looking for an opportunity to get a safe switching in, if you think a move that's going to create switch initiative for your opponent is going to happen, such as U-turn or Volt Switch, go ahead and use that Death Fodder to your advantage, because now my opponent, no matter what I bring in, my opponent can bring in the appropriate check. Fortunately for me, though, I do have Toasted, who is Choice Scarf, so I will go back out into my Scarfer knowing that I can outspeed almost everything on his team, barring that Flygon. I do have to save this Toasted. I do. If that Slurpuff gets an unburdened Belly Drum off, it's going to be a big problem for me, because I have nothing. Don't have priority on this team. I have Shadow Sneak, but it's resisted. And it's true that I will resist the Play Rough from the Slurpuff with my Aegislash, but I don't know that I can take more than one. I feel like I might be able to. So the Flygon is going to come out. I really predict him to go for the U-turn. So I'm actually just going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. I really predict the U-turn. Nope. There's the Stone Edge. That is a dead Toasted. That stinks a lot. We both just lost our electric types. No chance for Sticky Web now. I'm going to assume that he's locked into the Stone Edge. So my best switch in would probably be my Deblade. I just don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to go on into Deblade. Really hoping that he's Choice Scarfed. I mean, he has to be. He is Choice Scarfed. He outsped my Rotom. So this Flygon is Choice Scarfed. That's good to know. I can just... Alright, here's the thing. My best bet is to go for a Ghost-type move. I'm going to just go for the Shadow Claw, just for damage. He has... Configurious is weak to the Shadow Claw. He's got the Slurpuff, but Slurpuff can't take a hit, so he can't hard switch into it. Goes into the Configurious. Thankfully, I did go for the Shadow Claw. I almost wanted to go for the Iron Head in case that Slurpuff came out, but I figured there's no way he would switch out the Slurpuff. So Shadow Claw is not going to be a 2-hit KO, and there goes the Mummy onto my No Guard. I cannot not hit anymore. I can miss now. This is unfortunate because this puts me in a situation where my opponent can use the Will-O-Wisp now that the Rotom is gone. And I can't let my Deblade get burnt. The only thing I would be okay with getting burnt is either my Dark Relic or my Real Bulk. Realistically, my Real Bulk, because it has the recovery in Roost, whereas my Dark Relic does not have any recovery. Please tell me my mic is on. Thank you. I do not need anything going wrong today. I am extremely limited on time. The Will-O-Wisp goes off and Real Bulk gets burnt. This is a great battle. This is a great battle already. Some really solid plays are being made. I'm extremely, extremely pleased. I'm pleased! I'm pleased, Penguin. At this point, he's going to know I want to go for the Toxic. So I could hard switch out predicting the Jirachi, go for the double switch, and go out into my Dark Relic. But I don't know... Because I can't really... I can go for the Super Fang, but it's really not going to avail to too much. I'm going to hard switch out into Dark Relic, predicting the Jirachi. I'm gonna switch first because I'm obviously faster than a Coffin. And he might go for the that Ghost type move. Oh, goes for the knockoff. That stinks because there goes my Assault Vest. That really does stink. But I'm in an okay position here because realistically the only special attacker he has left on his team is his Houndoom, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. His Houndoom's already almost dead anyway. And I resist bolt stab from the Houndoom. So I'm okay with not having my Assault Vest. That was a lot better than my Golbat getting his Eviolite knocked off. That's for sure. My opponent is definitely going to switch out here. Maybe not. He doesn't really have that many. He'd have to go out into the Flygon. But that's so risky because what if I predict and go for the Dragon type move? I'm going for the safe Dark Pulse because it hits both the Jirachi and the Cofagrigus. Not that he'd ever bring the Jirachi in. I feel like he's going to go out into that Flygon. He has to. Yep, there goes the Flygon. Could have gone for the Deep Pulse, but we're going to see how much I'm sorry, I could have gone for the Dragon Pulse. They're both Deep Pulse. But instead I went for the Dark Pulse. A Dragon Pulse looks like it might have actually killed. So at this point, I have to go into Real Bulk. I have to go into Real Bulk. I have no option but to do that. So let's go ahead and get our Golbat back in here. Come on, Bulky. Come on, Bulky. So we're going to see what happens. Goes for the Dragon Claw. Choice Scarf Dragon Claw. And bam, I'm slowly going down. I could roost up here, but I think I'm actually just gonna... is he gonna go for another Dragon Claw? I feel like he is. Huh. If I go for the Toxic and he goes into the Rachi, that's gonna be unfortunate. If I go for the Super Fang and he goes into the Cofagrigus, that's gonna be really unfortunate too. I'm gonna go for the Super Fang. I think the Rachi's gonna come out. I really think Jirachi's gonna come out. Come on, Jirachi! There's the Jirachi. So can we land this Super Fang and cut this HP in half? Can we do it? As much as I wanted to go for a Roost, it just was not optimal. So I think he's probably either going to set up the Wish or he's going to go for the Stealth Rock. We've seen Stealth Rock and Zen Headbutt on this thing. I'm guessing he also packs the Iron Head. Regardless, I'm going to hard switch out into my Dark Relic because I don't think he's going to miss the I don't think he's going to forfeit the opportunity to kill this Real Bulk with a Zen Headbutt. I don't think he will. I think he'll want to predict... Oh, that is the freshly showered Shady Lady. Woo! He does set up the Stealth Rocks, actually. But he would have outsped my Golbat, so... I just got to get my Golbat in here on something that it outspeeds, which would be the Cofagrigus, and get rid of those rocks before anything else happens. Now, Flygon took a large amount from that Dark Pulse. So I really don't have a reason not to go for the Dark Pulse again. I'm not going to overpredict and go for a Dragon Pulse. I think that's what he might expect me to do at this point. So I really don't see the Jirachi staying in though. I mean, what is he going to go for? Iron Head? He's going to go for an Iron Head? He is going to withdraw if the Flygon comes in and be a little upset. I should have taken that risk. I could have gotten rid of this Choice Scarf Flygon, which would have been huge for my team. Now I got to figure out, can I take one hit? I can't take a super effective hit from a Flygon, but I'm max. See, part of me wants to just go out into the Eviolite and take a hit and then finish him off with a Shadow Sneak. So I'm pretty sure no matter what, I don't think there's any way he's going to go for the... I don't think there's any way he's going to go for the Earthquake with a Levitating user out here. That would be like next level. But... I don't see it. I don't see Hydreigon living. His base 90 defense. I don't know. I really don't know. I can't see him dying. It's just a Dragon Claw and he's Choice Scarf. He's not Choice Bandit. I have to take the risk. I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the. I'm gonna go for the Dark Pulse. I'm gonna do it. He goes for the U-turn, predicting the switch. That is gonna be super effective. Okay, I don't think I was gonna live a Dragon Claw. Oh my goodness, that did a lot. Well, fortunately, he might predict the Dragon type move and go out into the Jirachi. Nope, he goes out into the Slurpuff. goes out into the Slurpuff to take a Dark Pulse. Now, I know this is resisted, but Slurpuff can't really take a hit, so I wouldn't be surprised if this does overhead. Okay, that does nothing. Oh, we're in a bad spot. We're in a bad spot. We're in a bad spot. And I can't just switch out, because the belly drum is going to come. I'm going to go for the flamethrower. I have to. I'm going to have to let my Hydreigon go down. There's the belly drum. See, this is what I was afraid of the whole entire time. Oh my gosh. There's the Unburden boost. There's the Citrus Berry. I love this set so much. It's going to bring it back over half. And there's the flamethrower. So that is going to... Can we get a burn? Can we get a burn? No burn. Alright, so the only thing I can do at this point is I have to let my Hydreigon go down. He's going to outspeed, go for the play rough. He does land it as he should. I'm really glad that he did. And that is going to be a dead Dark Relic. I'm pretty much... I have to go out into my Aegislash and really hope that he's packing the... not packing anything to hit an Aegislash. An Assassin, not an Aegislash, I'm sorry. My Doublade. Now, part of me wants to actually set up. But that would be silly. I just don't think as Shadow Sneak, it's resisted. We saw how little... But I'm invested. Am I invested? I'm not invested. I feel like Doublade can't really take it. I mean, can't really dish out enough. But it's just a Slurpuff. It's just a Slurpuff. I'm going to try the Shadow Sneak. It's my only hope. It's my only hope. This has to kill. This has to kill. It does manage to take the Slurpuff out, so thankfully we are stopping that sweep in its tracks. Well worth it. I mean, that thing is little cutie pie, but it's a threat. So I'm glad that it's gone. I'm glad that it's gone. Cofagrigus is going to come out, of course, forcing that Will-O-Wisp yet again. At this point, I wonder if he's real. Real Bulk will die if I just switch it in straight up. Because it's going to between Stealth Rock and Burn. I mean, at this point, I kind of just got to leave the Stealth Rocks on the field. I do. But I really don't want Assassin getting burned, so I'm going to go out into Real Bulk anyway. We're going to let Real Bulk go down. It's 3-4 right now. This is an awesome battle. I couldn't ask for a better battle to start the day off. So if he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, I'm in a great shape. Goes for the knockoff, predicting. Actually, no, knockoff is perfect. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't even kill. But unfortunately, the burn will, so I will not be able to get rid of these Stealth Rocks. At this point, I have to go out into my... Ampharos. It's really my only option. Playing some Smash. Shady Lady's playing some Smash over there. Getting ready. I'm gonna go out into Hugs. It's really my only option. My opponent no longer has the fly. Does he have to steal the Flygon? Yeah, he went for the U-turn. All right, but he also has the Jirachi. I think what I'm gonna do. So Slurpuff and Galvantula are down. I feel like he has to go onto the Flygon here. If I use Agility, I won't outspeed. I won't outspeed because Flygon's scarred. I'm just going to Mega Evolve and go for the Dragon Pulse, really hoping that he switches. Oh, he stays in! Could have just set up double Agility. Well, unfortunately, we're just going to get a regular Dragon Pulse off. I could not bring myself to go for the Thunderbolt. I think my opponent knows. I should have realized that. Basically, the only way I'm outspeeding that Flygon. Whoa, that does a lot. Goes for the Shadow Ball. I should be able to take it. The only way I'm outspeeding that. He gets a special D drop, so now I can't even set up Agilities. There's no way for me to set up Agilities. There's no way. And I'm gonna have to let Ampharos go down. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to let Ampharos die. Alright, so we're going to take out the Cofagrigus with another Dragon Pulse. Oh! Who are you switching out into? Jirachi? Goes out into Jirachi. Alright, I see that. It's a good play. That is a good play. That's a really solid play. I can't be mad at that. Now, my question is he just trying to bait the Thunderbolt? Would he do that? Maybe. Hold on 1 second. You want to go out there and get the food? Thank you. Yeah, it's a crazy day today. We're being totally unprofessional, just hanging out. But so what I think we're gonna do, I think he's trying to bait the Thunderbolt. I know that's super risky. Can you close the door, please? I think that's super risky. really think he's baiting the I really think he's baiting the Thunderbolt. So you can't. Well, you know what? Right now, I'm gonna go ahead and switch out into Assassin. I think that's my safest play. Okay, he doesn't actually switch out, so I wonder what he has for my Ampharos. Because he doesn't switch out. I really thought maybe he was trying to bait the Thunderbolt, but he goes for the Iron Head, which I know I can take, and now I'm in a great position. Now I'm in a great position. That Configurace is really, really low. So if I set up a Swords Dance here. Uh-oh, I think that switch might have helped me so much. Because oh, wait a minute. He still has Houndoom. Oh no. I think Houndoom. Oh no, wait, hold on. I'm thinking that Houndoom ×4 resist goes. He doesn't. So I'm gonna go ahead. Depends how much that Houndoom is at. It really depends how much that Houndoom is at. I'm really hoping this Jirachi does not have Thunder Wave. He goes for the Zen Headbutt, fishing for the flinch. That does nothing, and he does not get the flinch. I get a Swords Dance up. All right, at this point, I think, what was that Houndoom at? All right, at this point, I don't have any other option. I have to just straight up go for the Shadow Claw in case that Houndoom comes through. Or I set up another Swords Dance. At which point, Shadow Sneak, I can't remember what the Houndoom is at. What damage did he take? I feel like he took a decent amount, unless I'm thinking the Flygon. I'm gonna go for the Shadow Claw now, predicting the Houndoom to come through. He withdraws Jirachi. Please show me Houndoom. Please show me Houndoom. Goes out into the Flygon. I'm fine with that. Oh well, I could have got a free Swords Dance up there, because the Shadow Sneak would easily take that Flygon out. Easily. So with the Flygon out of the way, though, my Mega Ampharos is sitting very, very, very pretty. Sitting very pretty. Here comes the Houndoom, which is at under half HP. So I don't think a +2 Shadow Sneak, because it's resisted, would have killed. And I think my opponent has no reason not to go for a Dark Pulse of sorts. As much as I want to keep this Houndoom, as much as I want to keep this Blade, I can't hard switch into, yeah, I have to just stay in. I'm just going to go for the Shadow Sneak. I'm just going to get a little bit of damage off. Maybe he'll get greedy and set up a nasty plot. But I really, I doubt it. I doubt it. I mean, the switch is super obvious. But I'm going to get a Shadow Sneak off just to get a little bit of damage off. I know my Blade is gone. That does, it wouldn't have been a 1-hit KO after one Swords Dance. He goes for the Fire Blast. Wow. Actually goes for the Fire Blast. I really expected a Dark type move because it would hit everyone on my team for neutral damage, and it would hit this thing for super effective. So I'm really surprised at that. But here, I pretty much have to go out into Macarena, and I have to go for a Dragon Dance. I am going to take the Stealth Rock damage. I'm still running the Life Orb set when I should be running the Leftovers. So we're going to see if that is going to play a part in this game. I am just going to go, there's the Dark Pulse. If he gets the flinch, he wins. No flinch, thankfully. Woo! All right. So at this point, I think Macarena is going to be able to take care of the rest of the game. I could be wrong, but I think I outspeed everything at this point. As long as I outspeed this Houndoom, I know I got it. He's going to withdraw. Go straight onto the Configurace? Possibly. Goes right out into the Configurace, but I don't think Configurace is going to be able to take a +1 Waterfall. I wonder if that means, well, Jirachi's not Choice Scarf, because we've seen him use Stealth Rock and something else, but he is going to pass along the Torrent. I'm sorry, he's going to pass along the Mummy, replacing the Torrent. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Out comes the Jirachi. He has hopes to live. What he doesn't know is that I am packing the Earthquake, and I will outspeed because we know that he's not Scarfed. His Scarfer was his flag. I'm not saying he can't have more than one Scarfer, but we saw the Jirachi already use Stealth Rocks. And at this point, it's all over but the kittens. Wow, that was an amazing, amazing battle. That was awesome. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. It ain't over till it's over, you know? Till a fat lady sings. We're not fat. Oh, I'm dying now. The EQ is going to come through, and the Jirachi is not going to be able to live that. That is incredible. So Mega Ampharos and Feraligatr, the Macarena, proved to be the successors of this team. And out comes the Houndoom, and we know that we already know that we outspeed, so we're going to finish this with a Waterfall because it is stab. Why the heck not? Let's not go for the EQ. They're both super effective, though. But let's go for the stab. That was such an awesome game, man. Thank you so much for being a part of the channel today and for bringing such a great game. Ocarina lose on 5! High five! And Gideon, seriously, thank you so much. Your Twitter link is in the description. You guys can go wish him a good game because that was awesome. That was so awesome. I want to thank you guys, though, the Shady people, for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe so all the other Shady people find this battle and enjoy it as well. Have yourselves a good day, but above all else, keep it shady.